Hello and welcome back to Stacks of Wax Volume... Hello and welcome back to Stacks of Wax Volume 23. For those of you who don't know, Stacks of Wax is the show where I go through my record collection A through Z and flex with some of the cool pieces of vinyl that I own. Before we go any further though, real quick I would like to say that I know I haven't really been uploading all that much on this channel, but hopefully that is about to change. So I actually just quit my job. I know I'm obviously gonna have to get a new job and look for new work and stuff like that, but for the time being, I'm hoping to focus on this channel just a little bit more and really see if I can continue doing a more consistent uploading schedule. So yeah, that's me apologizing and me saying that there is hope for the future, but you know, we're gonna see what happens. That's enough of that though. Let's get right into the vinyl. We're gonna start off here by backtracking just a little bit because we are going through the Fs currently, and while we were going through the Fs, in between the filming sessions for the last one and this one, I did receive this record, and I know that it goes out of alphabetical order just a little bit, but I really want to touch on it. This would be Feeble Little Horse with Girl with Fish. This just came out a month or two ago at this point, depending on when this video drops. This record is awesome. Really cool noise rock and such. If you're a fan of like Empath or stuff like that I've covered on this channel, then you would definitely like this group. It's definitely one of my favorite projects of the year so far. It comes on this gorgeous pink vinyl. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I really dig this project. There's some amazing tracks on here. Good God, that opening track, Freak, just a perfect song. I mean, amazing. But yeah, I did not get one of the more limited copies simply because I was not really aware of this band until this record came out, so I was a little late to the party. Wish I could have gotten, I believe there's like a glow-in-the-dark edition, super limited if I'm not mistaken. But I do have the pink vinyl and I'm happy about it. It sounds great. It's a really good record. I definitely recommend checking it out if you are into noise rock and experimental kind of stuff like that. Real jangly, real weird instrumental choices. It's a really cool project. I highly recommend checking it out. I would actually love to cover this band for a So You're Interested In soon, but they don't have enough material yet, so we'll wait a year or two and hopefully they will. But that's enough of that. Let's move on. Let's get right back into where we left off, starting off with Frail Body here. This is a brief memoriam. Screamo, emo, whatever you want to call it. This record kicks fucking ass. It's got touches of power violence. It's got some hardcore. It's just a riveting record, all about loss and all about losing somebody and the pain that you feel, but also the acceptance that you have. I missed out on the initial vinyl runs here. I was a fan of the record, but I just never thought to look up to see if there's an actual vinyl copy. I don't know why I didn't. But thankfully, they did just do a repress or a reissue, whatever you want to call it, of this album. I got this one on clear vinyl. Yeah, I adore this album. God, there are very few Screamo records that make me feel just quite the amount of emotion that this album does. And it's not like I really even lost somebody like they lost their mother, if I'm not mistaken. This is what this whole record is about. It's just, man, the lyrics that they choose here are so impactful, like daggers stabbing into you. I can't recommend this album enough. Really creative Screamo and just heartfelt fucking of a cannonball just right into your chest. Yeah, love this album. Next up, we have actually covered one of the other records that I have from this artist here, but this is the other one. It is, of course, Freddie Gibbs and Madlib with Pinata. This is the 2018 pressing, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a little bit later, I can't recall. I do love this record. I feel like I've been falling out of hip-hop as of late, and I don't know if I'm happy about that or not, but man, seeing projects like this and looking at them again, I really think that I need to go back in and listen to it. This is just a simple black repress here, but it sounds great, and I mean, good God, the samples on this thing, Freddie's rapping is top-notch. I don't know if I like this or Bandana better, but just two back-to-back incredible projects with Madlib. If for some reason this has slipped out of your radar, then please take some time and go listen to it. You will not regret it. That record is awesome. I wish I did have one of the more limited pressings. I do know there is a cool, like, black and white, almost zebra print of one of them. But for now, I'm content with just the black. Maybe I'll move on and upgrade at some point, but I don't know. We'll see. So I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in the last video when I was talking about Fiddlehead, but I had actually ordered their debut LP a while back, and when I ordered it, the company had shipped me the wrong record, and this right here is that wrong record. This is Holding a Wolf by the Ears by From Autumn to Ashes. I'll admit, I've never listened to this record before. I've never listened to this band before, but I do still have this sealed 25th anniversary copy here. I am not going to open it up because maybe I'll sell it one day. It does suck that there's a mix-up. It is what it is. I understand that it happens, and obviously I didn't do anything about it, so that's on me too. But yeah, I'm going to keep this one around. Maybe I'll get around to spinning it one day. I don't really have any inclination to do so. I don't really have too much of a desire to do so, and that's not a knock on the band whatsoever. Obviously, I just said I've never heard them. But I'm thinking that if anything, maybe I'll just sell this in the future. I don't know. I don't really care that much. Mistakes happen. It is what it is. So we're just going to move on and, you know, try again next time. But hold on, in between shoots for me though, speaking of Fiddlehead, they announced that new record. Very excited about that. Hopefully they send me the right ones that I ordered, because I'm very hyped to be listening to that and owning a few copies of it. But that is for another day, because right now we actually have quite a few. Holy moly, I forgot how many of these I have. We have a lot of records by Fucked Up here. We got a couple of tracks, Dose Your Dreams, we got Epic in Minutes, Hidden World, and then we have their Live at Third Man Records. Couple tracks, it's a good record, man. I mean, I don't know if it's technically a compilation. Their discography confused me so much just because of how massive it is and just so daunting. I do think I'm gonna do a So You're Interested on them at some point, but I'm even kind of working up the courage to do it because there is just so much fucking music that they've released throughout the years, which is awesome, but, you know, can be a deterrent sometimes. This is just a black repress. If I'm not mistaken, this was done by Get Better Records? Ooh, maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of, no, this is Matador. Maybe I'm thinking of some of the other ones that I have here. I know Hidden World was technically done by Death Wish, but it was done through Get Better. Guess I should explain this band just a little bit. A Canadian punk hardcore band, whatever you want to call it. They have kind of permeated and really dipped their hands into the many wells of subgenres of punk that are out there. They've definitely tried a lot of stuff in the past, and whether it works or not, that's up to you, but I gotta give them credit for at least trying to expand with almost every single release up to this point. This is Dose Your Dreams. I have not opened this yet. I've not listened to this on vinyl yet. It was stupidly on sale for like $10, and I thought I'd be a fool not to pick it up because I know a lot of people absolutely adore this album, and I don't think I've ever listened to it all the way through before, so maybe I'll get around to that in the near future, especially if I decide to do a Fucked Up So You're Interested in. Here we go. This is where I screwed up. I was right, kind of. Epic in Minutes is the one that was put out by Get Better, at least the brand new reissue that came out a year or two ago up to this point. And mine, oh yeah, mine is on black. I think there's a purple variant and maybe a yellow variant. I don't really recall. I was just kind of happy to find it and pick it up. I believe this was the first Fucked Up record that I did buy, and it's a good one, man. Some really good tracks on here. We're gonna keep flying through this though because, like I said, we have a lot of Fucked Up here, and I do want to get this video done somewhat quickly. Next up, this is the reissue of Hidden World. This dropped last year, if I'm not mistaken. This is the one that I was talking about that was Get Better as well. Really good album, man. I really liked it. I picked it up. Oh my god, I haven't even opened this one yet. It's still sealed. I don't know why I thought that I opened this and played this already, but apparently not. Fantastic album. Love the artwork. Good God. Love the artwork on the front of this thing. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous looking record. And my vinyl, I can't remember which one I picked up. I did pick up one of the Get Better exclusives, and I think it's on like hot pink or something like that. Maybe it's like a hot pink marble, or I don't know. I'm blanking on it. Damn, that sucks. I feel bad. I really thought that I listened to that one on vinyl already. I wish I would have opened it up, but oh wait, hold on. It says right here. This is a reissue of the best hardcore LP of all time. On hot pink and orange Galaxy Swirl. That's what it was. Not marble. Swirl. Cool. And then finally we have Live at Third Man Records here. This is typical of them. It's just the black standard pressing. I do not have the show exclusive split black and blue. I'm pretty sure they did it for this one. I feel like they've done it for like basically every other one up to this point. Good songs on here. Fun little live record. I would love to find an actual live album from them and pick it up at some point, especially when I dive deeper into their catalog. But for now, totally content with that. And shit, let's be real. If I get bored of that, I have enough Fucked Up in my collection to keep me occupied for a little while. Changing up things just a little bit here. We have Fugees here with The Score. This is an orange pressing. If I'm not mistaken, it is a 2018. Yes, it is a 2018 pressing. I don't know if this is like a Target exclusive or something like that. I got this up at Double Decker Records in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's nice. It's real, like, I don't know, it's like a dirty orange. I kind of like it. It's not very bright, and it almost fits the mood of this record more that way. If you don't know this album, you're missing out. Some of the greatest hip-hop songs ever written are on this thing. I still stand by, I think The Beast is the best song on this record outside of the really annoying, rather racist opening. I don't know if you want to call it almost like an interlude, even though it is a part of the song. I don't know, I love this album. It's so good. I haven't spun it quite yet. I picked it up like 2 months ago at this point or something like that, not even. I just haven't been in like the mood to hear it, and I don't want to put it on if I'm not in the mood because I don't know, this record gets you in the mood. Moving straight back into the aggressive world of music, we have Full of Hell here with Garden of Burning Apparitions. Really cool record here. This was put up by Relapse. This I picked up, it was on sale at my local record store, decided to go in, saw it, said what the hell, I don't have any Full of Hell, might as well give it a shot. And I quite enjoyed this record. This is on, technically it says silver, but that is pretty much as gray as you can get, which that's fine. I'm not going to complain about false advertising there. Super great hardcore. God, they just announced a new, they just put out a new record, right? I'm not a huge Full of Hell guy. I just don't keep up with them all that much, but I would kind of like to because I do quite enjoy this project, and I've heard that there are even better projects than this. We might get around to it at some point, maybe even do a So You're Interested In one of these days on this record, or sorry, not on this record, on this artist. So, we'll see. We're going to move on and see what happens. We're finally moving into the G's, which means that we start off with one of my all-time favorite hip-hop records. I mean, good fucking lord. Of course, it's going to be Liquid Swords. This is the 2015 reissue of this album. It comes on standard black. It's a gatefold. I don't really need to get into it too much. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Hold on. I wasn't going to do this, but I'll show off something really quick. So I'm not going to go through all of it. Because it's a pain in the ass to get in and out, but this is a Liquid Swords box set of 4 7-inches from the singles or close singles, whatever you want to call them, from that album. That's how much I fucking love this record. It's amazing. It is perfect. It is one of the greatest musical achievements in my opinion, especially of the hip hop variety. Yeah. Fucking love this album. So good. If you haven't spun it yet, go do it. I actually made a forever spinning on this album years ago. I try not to bring those videos up because I'm kind of embarrassed by them, but I think I did a pretty good job with this one if I'm not mistaken. I remember not hating it as much as I thought I would in terms of me putting out my video. Can't go wrong with Wu-Tang, man. You just simply can't. Then we have a classic hardcore release. This is Germs GI. I mean, it doesn't get more classic than this outside of maybe like 2 or 3 other Southern California hardcore bands. Just an amazing album. I mean, so good. The track list all the way down. I mean, just bona fide, ingrained, etched in stone, classic hardcore. If you've never heard this, I mean, I'm jealous simply because you get to experience it for the first time, but I'm also like, ooh, should have hopped on that train a little quicker, boy. Yeah, this comes on a, oh man, gorgeous blue. Oh, I gotta clean this one up. There's a lot of dust on this thing. Yeet. Gorgeous blue record. I know there are like a million pressings of this. I don't even know which reissue is mine. I probably bought it 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago at this point. So, we can do the math on that one. Yeah, it doesn't even say it on the back there. So I don't feel like searching and digging too deeply into that. You would be a bumbling fool not to put that record on at some point in this lifetime. All right, we got 2 more records left. Let's get through them really quickly. And actually, you are going to be seeing a lot more of this band probably in the next couple of days because, well, So You're Interested In is releasing its 100th episode in the next coming days. Trying to decide what I wanted to do, maybe put up a poll, something like that, but honestly, I just couldn't think of anything good. So, you know what? Fuck it. We're just going to go with a nice little classic here. We are going to be talking about the Get Up Kids. That's right. I have 2 Get Up Kids records here. We have 4 Minute Mile. And then, of course, we have Something to Write Home About. I would love to get on a wire at some point, but we'll get into that part when we actually talk about the band itself in that So You're Interested In video. But man, yeah, love this band. Really do. They've got some hits and they've got some misses. That is an understatement. Once again, we'll talk about that soon. This is the shit. Which one is this one? I'm already blanking on it. I used to know what it was. It's like a 2018 pressing, maybe? I can't remember, I think. I'm pretty sure I bought this off of Limited to One on one of their like whatnot auctions or whatever. Adore this album. This is a gatefold, just standard black, nothing crazy. I don't want to pull it out. You know what it looks like. Such a good album. Really excited to be talking about this in depth a little bit more this week. And then, yes, we do have 4 Minute Mile. this is their debut. It's a really good album. I picked this up very, very recently in the last like 2 or 3 weeks. Comes on this actually really nice cream vinyl. I know it might look a little white, at least it does on my screen that I'm looking at here, but it is cream and it is very, very nice. Yeah, I'm really excited. I have yet to film the series you're interested in. Just fucking knocked my water over. I've yet to film the video for them yet. Hopefully I'll be doing that today or tomorrow. So trust me, it's coming soon. The script is ready and rearing to go. But yeah, that should be fun. Get Up Kids, man. They're awesome. I'm excited to do my 100th episode of Series You're Interested In. Jesus, Jiminy Christmas, that's a lot of episodes. But yeah, that's it. That's all that I got this time around for Stax of Wax. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it, especially if you made it this far. Please subscribe for more videos just like this. Every like month or so at this point is kind of how I'm trying to do it. We'll see, especially now that I have this new schedule where hopefully I have more time to film. But also that means that I'm gonna have less money to be buying records. So thankfully, we have quite a catalog to be going through still. I mean, good God, we're barely into the G's, and we probably are about 18, 19 episodes into this run of Stax of Wax, so whew. But yeah, if you're subscribed, you'll be the first ones to know when these videos drop, along with videos like Series You're Interested In, especially for episode 100 here. It's going to be a big one, going to be a fun one. And then other shows, like I have the variety show where I don't know, take a topic and just fucking talk. I don't know, it's kind of horse shit. It's just a way for me to fill some time, but sometimes I come out with some interesting, probably not profound, but at least interesting things to say. And then of course there's Where It's At, coming out bi-monthly, where I go through all of the records that came out in those past 2 months, at least the ones that I really enjoyed, and just kind of give you a little rundown, maybe introduce you to some new music. Okay, I've talked enough in these past 30 minutes of filming, so I think it's time to close out by my usual reminders for you to go out and support your local record store if you're able to, along with the local artists in your area. And, well, till I see you next time, happy listening.